What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I am Jan and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit the notification bell. All right, let's get into this video, y'all. The New York Knicks walk away victorious. We are now 2-0 on this road trip, West Coast, I may add. And they had us as an underdog, and if you seen my last video, I told you the New York Knicks was going to take this game. And some might say I was a little biased because I am a true Knicks fan, and I'm always ride and dying with the Knicks. I don't care who it is. I expect the New York Knicks to win, especially with the team that we have, especially with the player we have, And I will get into the player, our all-star Jalen Brunson, in a minute, and him making New York Knicks history. You heard what I said, making New York Knicks history. And I'm pretty sure some of you already know what that is, but I'm just going to say thank you one more time for coming in and watching me and hearing my analysis of the New York Knicks and how they're going to prevail in this next game against the Golden State Warriors. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a pre-game because that video is coming up, but we do have the Warriors coming up, and we are looking for revenge. Just like we got from Philly, we are coming for the Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors, they some people have them as a dark horse in this when it comes to playoffs. Like, they can be dangerous and they can knock out some of these top teams like the Thunder and, the Nuggets in the West, the top team in the West. And I think they're dreaming. I think Golden State has run their course. I'm not saying they're not a good team. I'm not saying that there's nothing left in the tank, but I think the dynasty is over. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about Golden State. Their players are getting older, the winning skill sets. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Steph, but I am talking about one of their main guys, and that is, goddamn, I can't even think of his name right now. I can't even think Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? That is Klay Thompson. And Draymond Green, supporting cast is not there like it was before. They got a bunch of young guys, rookies. But this is a game that I think the New York Knicks is going to take against Golden State. Now, let's get back on track and talk about that Kings game. The New York Knicks going to that arena, and like I said, they was the underdog, and we walk out 98-91, holding the Kings to their second lowest scoring output of the season. This team is averaging 118 points, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people ain't expecting Knicks to hold them. Even if we got the victory, nobody expected us to hold them under 100 points. They probably say the Knicks probably would have to score 115, maybe 112 points, and to win. But 98 points, 91, the Knicks walk away with another victory on this West Coast trip, making it 2-0. And in my opinion, like I said in my last video, we can, realistically, the Knicks probably walk away 3-1. But the way the Knicks are playing right now, and it's all due to Jalen Brunson, 40-point game outputs, making New York history. I'm going to say it again, making New York Knicks history. Back-to-back 40-point games haven't been done since Carmelo Anthony in the 12 and 13,000 season. Yo, when I look at Jalen Brunson, and I know people going to talk about Jokic and they talk about Embiid before he got hurt and talking about MVP. I don't care what nobody say. This man, it's like watching him sometimes, it's like Tom Thibodeau got the controller in his hand and he's playing 2K, and he's just one of the best players on the game. Because Jalen Brunson, when he get hot, or should I say when he get upset, when he feels that the referees and whatever is trying to take over the game and steal one, he go into a different mode. Beast mode. You know what I'm saying? Beast mode. And he does it like no other player do it. I mean, Brunson, the skill sets that he possesses, come on. Nobody's seen this coming. Okay, that last year in Dallas, when he took them to the next round in the playoffs when Luka got hurt, people was like, okay, Jalen Brunson got something there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I never knew Jalen Brunson was this good. And I've got to be honest with you. I never knew Jalen Brunson was this good. This dude is Michael Jordan good. You know what I'm saying? Minus the dunks. It's like whatever he put up, you can say it's good. I mean, he have his off nights. You know what I'm saying? Every player do, but come on. This man is fantastic. This man just might go down as the best New York Knicks player to ever play for the Knicks. I don't care what nobody say, especially if he can get us a championship, because the way Jalen Brunson is playing right now, I can't wait for Randle to come back, because when Randle come back, your team's gonna have to play Randle. Brunson's gonna be able to just run and do what he want. It's gonna be a utopia for me. That's just how I feel. It's watching the New York Knicks. Oh man, for the last 20 years, sometimes I disconnected my cable. I'm just gonna be real. I like basketball season come and we get into the month of January. I'll be so disgusted with the team. I don't even want to watch no more Knicks games. I don't even pay the bill for the next month because I don't even want to watch the games no more. That's how bad it was for me before Jalen Brunson. And I know people want to say, what about Randle? Yeah, Randle brought me back. You know what I'm saying? And I might be exaggerating a little bit, but there was times when I just said, you know what? I'm not going to watch them no more. Just like the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Jets fan. Oh, man. Yeah, I put my head down for a second. And there's times in the season as a Jet fan, and it'd be early, maybe the second month into the season, you just stop watching football. And that's how the Knicks made me feel for a while. But since Jalen Brunson, man, listen, I cannot stress the fact that it feels so good to walk down a block, and when you wear your orange and blue, you get the respect. You get the respect that you deserve as a Knicks fan, because for a long time, when you walked around with this on your hat and this on your chest, somebody always has something slimy and grimy to say to you about your team, and it wasn't good. You know exactly what I mean. I'm pretty sure it happened to a few of y'all. So to have the New York Knicks playing the way they're playing, to have this man Jalen Brunson on our team, like I said, I never knew this man could be that good, and I complain about his assist ratio, but this man is so goddamn good. It's kind of hard. It makes you say, don't pass the ball, goddamn it. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, Jay. Do your thing, Jay. I don't know. This guy gotta be in consideration for MVP. In my opinion, 2 more games like this, he got to be at least the number 2, especially with guys being eliminated from the MVP race because they missed a certain amount of games. To me, there's only 2 guys right now. There's only 2 guys, 2 candidates that you can basically say in the move and deserve this MVP right now. That's Jalen Brunson, and some of y'all might say Jokic, but I'm really gonna say Sabonis. And because the Kings are where they at, he get on the look. Because Joker gonna do what he gonna do. He have a great supporting cast. They're supposed to be where they at right now, and I know a lot of it fall on him. But if you think about Jalen Brunson, and yes, the team we just beat, Sabonis, these 2 guys are under-deserving players. You know what I'm saying? They're under the radar. But Jalen Brunson have made being a New York Knicks fan great. I mean, a blessing. I am so happy to walk down the block and people like, yo, how about them Knicks? You know what I'm saying? And it ain't sarcastic. It's a real, how about them Knicks? Because people are starting recognizing that this team can be great. This team right now is on the cups of something great. You know what I'm saying? And when we get to the playoffs, anything is possible. Because of this man right here, Jalen Brunson, 40-point games. 40-point games. You know what I'm saying? This man is a godsend to the New York Knicks fan base, and I don't know where this team would be without him. I know Randle has been spectacular. We cannot leave Randle out because there's a lot of y'all haters and there's a lot of you doubters and a lot of you people that don't really value Randle the way y'all supposed to be valuing this guy. When he come back, he gonna make this team seem like Boston. Yeah, you heard what I said. It's gonna almost be like Boston. I can dream. But let's get back to another subject I know a lot of y'all talked about. Well, I talked about in my last video, and that is the trade, Bogdanovich and Burks. And yesterday, I wouldn't say it was their best games, but they were solid. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys were solid, putting up solid points. I think Burks had 12 points. Bogdanovich had 9 points. But the points came when we really did need them. And I'm not going to lie to you, there was a couple of plays, like I said in my last video, whenever Burks touched the ball or drive, I'm yelling no at the television. But he actually had a very good game. Defensively, I don't expect that from him, but both of them played a good game yesterday, and you have to give the guys credit. You know what I'm saying? You have to give them credit. I mean, Bogdanovich is very underrated when it comes to his offense and his driving to the hole and his passing. But yesterday's game, they gave us what we needed when we needed it. So I know a lot of us are still not happy with the trade or the way that they're playing, but yesterday games, if yesterday games any type of inclination of what is coming, I think we about to see a better performance out of these two guys. That's just my opinion. Burks, he just got to start making better decisions and passing the ball. I know once he get on the court, he only see the rim, and that's a good thing and that's a bad thing, because if he's having an off night and missing, which he has been, then it's bad. And if he's making his shots, then it's good. But what I want from Burks, when he get on that floor, I want him to be more decisive when going to the hole. Sometimes he look like, okay, I'm going to take a jump shot. No, I'm going to drive it. But I also want him to, when he's driving, to kick it out. Or even when you got 2 men on you, there's always going to be somebody's open, pass the ball. But yesterday game, they provided a spark when we need it. And when I say that, because for a few minutes of that third quarter, both teams was just running up and down the court. Nobody was scoring. And it looked kind of funky for a second. But the score was what it was, 78, 76 or 80, like that. It was right there. And I was saying to myself, all the Knicks got to do is go on a nice little run, and we got this game. But when crunch time come to crunch time, we already heard me talk about Jalen Brunson. He's the man. Like that fourth quarter, Jalen Brunson was the man. You know what I'm saying? But these two guys just gotta do what they did last night. I know a lot of people we was expecting 20 points out of Bogdanovich. That is what he was averaging coming over in the trade. 12.6 from Burks. But right now, I would be happy with 15 points from Bogdanovich and another 15 points from Burks. As long as they're contributing off the bench, like what I mean by contributing, like when our star players sit down and we need points, just keep the points flowing. And as long as they can do that, the Knicks is going to be all right, and the trade will be validated. You know what I'm saying? As long as they can just put points on the board when we need them points. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think that this game right here would be the opening game for these two guys to get on track? Let me know in the comments. All right? Let me know. And then I want to talk about something else, because it's getting down to the end of the season. There's 15 games left, and the Knicks is 40-27. And you look at this, the Eastern Conference right now, how they bunched up, and what the Knicks can do right now. Like, what I mean, like, this is a crucial time right now, because we 2 games out of third place and 2 games behind the Cavs. The Cavs is Donovan Mitchell is not going to play in the next game Monday. He's sitting out resting that knee. So this is another game. If we come out and we beat the Golden State Warriors, being 1 game closer to that third spot. And if they lose, we'll be tied for that third spot. And being that we own the tiebreaker over Cleveland, we will actually move into that third spot. But then when you think about the month of March and what the games left, right now we have 7 games left in March, and altogether we have 15 games left. But when it comes to March, we look at these teams. We have 3 teams over 500 and the other 4 is below 500. So you look at the teams and you look at the rest of the schedule, especially in April, the New York Knicks can actually, in my opinion, I know a lot of people saying we can go 50-32 or maybe 51-30, 31. But I actually think the Knicks is going to finish the season, and this is my prediction for the season of the New York Knicks: 49-33. We about to play at least 7 teams that's over 500, and then we play the next 8 teams. We got 7 teams that's above 500, and then we got 7 teams that's below 500. And in that team, it's kind of funky because we play the Bulls 3 times in the next 2 months. So I don't know if the Knicks is going to sweep them. But when you look at the schedule, we have some real winnable games. The Knicks could finish the season, honestly, 52. You know what I'm saying? They can get more than 50 wins if they play right, and if Julius Randle come back. Anything is possible. But right now, we are on track for a 50 win. I'm saying 53 game season. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that's possible? The Knicks can win more than 50 games? We haven't done that since Jason Kidd, Carmelo Anthony, them days. It's been a while. And I think that year we won the Eastern Conference title. But it's been a long time since the Knicks won 50 games. But we're on track, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go 50 and better. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, I look at this chart and I'll add things up. The Knicks can go 49-33. But in my heart, I think the Knicks going to finish the season somewhere like 52 wins, maybe 53 wins, possibly 54. And if Julius Randle come back, who knows? I might just be right. It just might be that 54 wins. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think the Knicks can win 54 games? Everybody talking about 50 wins, but I think the Knicks can surpass 50. But realistically, I have the Knicks finishing the season at 49-33. You know what I'm saying? This little stretch is I want to say it's easy. It's not easy because we're going to play the Bucks. We got the Bucks. Then we got the Celtics. We got the Heat. We're going to be playing some top teams, but it's only 7 of them. We got Nuggets, Warriors, Thunders, Heat, Kings, Bucks, Celtics. Now, we already beat the Kings, and I think we can beat the Heat. You know what I'm saying? The last time we played the Heat, you already know what happened. So we got to beat the Heat, and it would be very, when we win, it would be a very good victory if Julius Randle was on that damn floor when we beat the Heat. But yeah, what y'all think? You know, the New York Knicks, do y'all think that we can win more than 50 games? Do y'all think that we're gonna have do y'all think we can take this road trip 4-0? When we come back, we play the Nets. Can we go 5? You know what I'm saying? Right now, we 2-0. Come home from this road trip, we could be 4-0. Take on the Brooklyn Nets, we could be 5-0. I know everything it sound like could, and ifs was a fifth, we all be drunk. But the New York Knicks is looking good. Jalen Brunson is looking spectacular. And I'm thinking that the Knicks is about to do something special. Especially when we get in the playoffs, if Jalen Brunson could continue the way he's playing, and I don't see no reason why he not. And I just think it's going to be more motivation when we get in the playoffs for him to come out and drop 40, 50 points in the playoffs. When is the last time a New York Knicks player had 50 points in the playoff game? Have they ever had 50 points in the playoff game? I don't know, but y'all let me know. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.